Hello, and welcome to this review of the Women Who Dare series of historical romance books by Beverly Jenkins. I'm Olivia, your new favorite resource for book recommendations that you can easily screenshot, and you're watching Random Olive Reads. So, go over a little series overview first. This series is made up of three novels that really stand alone from each other. They don't necessarily build off of each other one after the other. You do not need to read these in order, and the characters don't really overlap right here, but they do overlap with previous characters in other Beverly Jenkins novels. The general theme here is that the three main female characters are especially strong and daring, hence women who dare. The setting here is post Civil War America, and there are at times heavier themes related to racial discrimination. The overall stories are very engaging, and there's sprinkles of humor embedded within. First up is Rebel, and this takes place in post Civil War New Orleans. We have a school teacher meets army captain in this book. So, although our school teacher is betrothed to someone else when we meet her, she quickly falls for the dashing hero who saves her from a physical attack in the streets and also an attack on her schoolroom, and he helps her to rebuild the school so that she can get her students back on track. And she typically teaches both children in the area and recently freed slaves. And so we kind of see his family a lot because he comes from a prominent family. And so we meet a lot of his siblings and his mother, who is the matriarch of this really large family. The second book is A Wild Rain, and our heroine is a rancher in Wyoming, and her brother is the town doctor. Her brother has his own story published separately. So the newspaper guy, Garrett, he is coming to Wyoming from back east to interview the town doctor. And we start off chapter 1. He is caught in the snow and he needs rescuing. So she rescues him, takes him in, comforts him, gets him all warmed up in her house, and has to let him know, hey, oh, the guy you're trying to interview is my brother. He's out of town right now. So I guess you have to hang out here or go to the local inn or hotel at the village. So that part is sort of interesting. Seeing these two people have like instant attraction for each other. One thing that is unique about this book makes it different from other historical romances. We have Rain, who is our heroine, who is very explicit or transparent in the fact that she's not a virgin. She knows what she wants. She wants Garrett, and she very clearly communicates that she does not want children. So this makes it different from some of the other historicals where women's sort of main goal is marriage and children, and she's not having it. She's like, marriage isn't for me, children are not for me, we can still have fun. The third book in the series is To Catch a Raven, and we are back in New Orleans with the grifter family that is being coerced into assisting with the recovery of a stolen copy of the Declaration of Independence. So, our hero, Brax, he's actually just a straight laced, law abiding tailor from up north that he gets dragged into this scheme because his father used to be associated with this grifter family. And so, Raven and Brax, who are total opposites because she's skirting the law and he's very straight laced, have to team up to pretend to be a married couple to then pretend to be servants in a house in South Carolina where the stolen copy of the Declaration of Independence might be hiding. So we have sort of like a fake relationship going on, and they do make it quite convincing because once they start to admit their feelings for each other, then it this man can flirt. I just have to say, this straight-laced, law-abiding man, flirts very nicely. Um, we have a little side story with his father and her mother because they used to be in a relationship and they're now separated by decades, but they've sort of rekindled their relationship. So it's sort of sweet to see that secondary romance in this book as well. We cross paths a little bit from Rebel with the matriarch from that family because there's some, like, double cross situation that happens, but that's kind of the only overlap with other characters in books in this series. Overall, I think this whole series was really great to read, and if you haven't tried a Beverly Jenkins book before, this whole series is a great place to start. Thank you so much for watching this video. Links to all the books that I've talked about are in the description box. You can like and subscribe so you don't miss future videos, and then you can follow me on Instagram at randomolive.